Happy 4th to everybody. I hope everybody had a safe one. Apparently, not everyone did because Fort Escher did not. Allegedly, supposedly, and the pictures that's circulating on what's that place they call Instagram? Not Instagram, excuse me. Well, it's on Instagram, also on Twitter. I keep getting the name confused and tongue tied because I just don't like calling it X. Anyways, the picture showing on Twitter is a very uncensored video, very graphic video. So if you do go watch that, I keep saying video, it's really a picture. Just be careful. Now, I don't know if it's a prank or is it real, but it looked very real when I saw the picture myself, the uncensored one, to where Fort Escher may have blown up his hand by playing with fireworks and being irresponsible with them. Now, before he was making threats, talking about he was going to throw fireworks at people and throw at people's houses, things of that nature, and this is what happens, unfortunately, irresponsible and kind of immature when it comes to things like this. Now, Fort Escher is not unknown to controversy and getting the things with people. The most recent thing he got into is with 607 Unc, and 607 Unc is one of those men that is a very spiritual man that believes in a lot of unorthodox things, tongue-tied, excuse me. Again, it's the 4th, so you do the things that you normally do on the 4th, so you get a little tongue-tied during the day. So let's go ahead and see the videos that led up to this moment. Now, again, I cannot find the actual video of him getting his hand blown, and even if I could, I want to show it. But at the exact same time, I kind of got an image of the picture up there somewhere, and you can kind of see it, sort of. Anyways, here we go.
Easy. Y'all think you can do it?
Easy all day.
Like I said, it's just right. Him right now that's out there enjoying his life with his friends, like always, and just showing out, having a good time. It's the 4th. Everybody is going to be around people and having a good time, ideally, before tragedy strikes.
All day he got it. Right clear. He got that. I don't got that. Right clear. Come on, boys.
Vernon Avenue, nigga. If you know, then you know. On Vernon Avenue, if you know, then you know. On Vernon Ave, if you know, then you know. On Vernon Ave, if you know, then you know. And you know, then you know. I'm about to blow somebody else up tonight. I'm about to blow somebody else up. I'm gonna throw this motherfucker. I'm gonna blow somebody else up. I don't know who else I'm gonna blow up, but I'm blowing somebody else up. On Vernon.
Now, again, this could be him just talking, but, him talking about he's going to blow somebody's house up and then his hand gets blown up. You got to be careful of the things you say.
Vernon Avenue, I'm blowing something up. Yeah, Vernon Avenue, nigga. You see this motherfucker? Vernon Ave. Nigga, me, I'm blowing something up today, nigga. Told a nigga, stop playing on Vernon Ave, nigga. Vernon Avenue. I'm gonna blow a nigga up. On a nigga. Dead homies, nigga. It's the 4th, I'm gonna blow a nigga up. One nigga blown up today, nigga. Blowing a nigga off the back, I'm blowing a nigga up. Stop playing CDs, nigga. I'm throwing them in your house. I'm throwing them at you, nigga. Vernon Avenue, nigga, off the back. I'm blowing your ass up. I'm blowing something.
Now, according to the picture, or in the picture in my thumbnail, you can see that he clearly does not have that same energy. There has been no other reports. Even if he still has his hand, I'll be honest with you, is somehow he is still able to have his hand. He's going to be missing a good amount of fingers, right? I think those are M80 fireworks. They are known for blowing people's hands up. And the crazy part about it is it has an extra long wick in it. So why would you hang on to it that long? That's plenty of time to sit it down and run away. However, that's not what he chose to do. It is very unfortunate because Fort Escher is known for his hands. In fact, I think that's why he even got as popular as he did, because he was known for knocking people out in prison. And he maintained that reputation, and he was a really great, energetic, enthusiastic storyteller. So whenever he would tell stories of him being in prison and fighting, it blew up. It got a lot of attention. It garnered him some fame, even to the point to where now people are wanting to do celebrity boxing matches with him. I say people, but it's mainly him and Aaron the plumber. They were trying to set something up there for some money. Clearly, that's not going to happen at all. There's no way that can happen at this point. So, but both those two men were known for not ducking the fade. They were both known for being okay with fighting and all this other kind of stuff. And recently, like I said, I mentioned he had an issue with 607 Unk, and it was a no jumper interview, and people feel both ways about that particular situation. I'm not going to comment on it. I'm not from that California area. I have no idea what the politics are. I'm not in that gang life, whatever. All I'm going to say is that you can't go around puffing out your chest, being the toughest man, and you get defeated by yourself. It wasn't Aaron. It wasn't 607 Unk. It wasn't any affiliates. Him and his ego, his immaturity took him own self out. And the thing that he's known for making his money, that garnered him all his fame, is now gone. Now, all this could be a prank. Again, all this is, for the most part, is allegedly. There's only a photo out there, but the photo does look very graphic. And unless he hired a very expensive makeup artist or a costume designer, it looked pretty horrific. He looked pretty defeated in that photo. And honestly, I'm surprised him seeing his hand in that way, he didn't pass out. I know you're not going to from the payment initially, because whenever you get cut, stabbed or shot or anything along those lines, it doesn't hurt initially. It normally doesn't hurt until the shock and adrenaline wears down and your nerve and you try to go to the parts that are hurt. If you ever been hurt in a very bad way like that, then you know what I'm talking about. People will walk out of car crashes and just pass out on the ground later. People, heck, even I've been cut, and I didn't even notice it until like 5 or 10 minutes later, until it was pointed out to me, and I looked and saw the white meat, which I didn't know that was a real thing when I was younger. I saw the white meat, and then eventually it started bleeding. So it's not like the movies. You get cut, and you just start bleeding right away. It takes some time sometimes. Anyways, I say all this that even though I never really cared for Fort Estra, because to me sometimes he kind of seemed like a bully, because I still remember how he treated the Disney man, who's kind of crazy right now, Orlando Bloom. Well, I don't think he's really crazy. I think he's kind of borderline genius. But the way I see he kind of rolled up on him and wanted to fight him, the way I see how he's treated just people in general at times, it kind of gives off kind of a bullyish energy. I've never been a fan of that. But it is what it is. You guys tell me what you think. Do you think this is his karma from his actions and behaviors? Is it because of his immaturity? Maybe it's a combination of the two. Or did maybe, if you believe in this, 607 did some type of voodoo on him. Not necessarily voodoo. I don't want to put the voodoo on here. He did some type of artwork on him. Some type of spirituality artwork. Some type of hex on him that caused him to lose his hand. I mean, you never know nowadays. Anyways, tell me what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. You guys have a great day. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye.